is risen this morning. Beloved, we thank you again this morning. Thank you for waking up. Thank you for going your sleep. Thank you for sacrificing for our world that God said he so loved so much that he sent his only begotten son. Yeah, it's true. Now, when you hear this, then you get confused. But let me tell you, it confirms the originality and the authenticity of who God is. Why did he send his only begotten son? Because he started with one Adam, who is a son. Even though he needed billions of people to be on earth, he needed billions of children. God is a father who loves children. But he began with one Adam. So if it is time for him to fix Adam's mess, he will not need many Adams, but one son to be sacrificed. So it tells you how God is smart, or smarter than the devil, who thought that he has gotten God and it is good deal and done deal. But little did he know that God knew beyond and has fixed the corrections of the mess in advance. That is the God we're talking about. Don't let anybody confuse you. There is no book, no document on earth that is powerful than the scriptures, the Bible. No. All these science you are hearing, and you think science is the highest knowledge, go into the Bible and find higher science. Before even there was a science, there was higher science. People are talking about the planets, the constellations, the universe, Mars, space, moon. Job, the oldest book on planet Earth is Job. Job was written before there was a Genesis. Job talked about planets, talked about Orion, Arcturus, Pleiades. These are planets' names. Today we might have different names for them. But Job talked about some mysteries. Even there are some mysteries that science cannot touch, NASA cannot understand, which Job told us about. Job said, do you know the laws that govern the heavens? Can you set God's dominion on earth? That's a mystery. That's a massive mystery. That means there are some laws that governs the constellations, the universe, the heavens. And if you are able to understand and download those laws, you can set God's dominion on earth. What is God's dominion? To establish the kingdom, to put God's government into office, and to let the government make sure the will of God is done on earth. That is it. That is all God is waiting for. To reverse the world back to his plan that he started in the Garden of Eden. And no one can stop it. Not even the devil can stop it. That's why Jesus judged and cast the devil out. The devil is no big deal. He has been cast out 2025 years ago. So every operation Lucifer is doing today with his cohorts is an illegality. He's successfully doing an illegality because we, who should know better, are terribly, terribly ignorant. In fact, the most ignorant people were the disciples. Upon all that Jesus prepared them at a particular incident, which is the most important incident recorded in John 12:31. Upon all the tender, the earthquakes, the voices they heard, the shakings, the terrifying environment and conditions. Finally, he even told them, all this is because of you, because I want you to understand that this is a particular moment, that something unique is about to happen. And finally, he told them, now, the unique thing is that now I judge the prince of this world. Not only do I judge him, I cast him out. That was the mystery that he wanted to do. And he prepared the disciples and the surrounding crowd that was around. And they testified that they heard voices and there was a tendering, there was some shakings. It was a terrifying moment. But upon all, they didn't understand. And the painful of all is that if you don't understand, after all these mysteries, is it not sensible to ask, Master, what took place? What happened? What happened? We don't get it. They were all silent and quiet. And if a man has judged and cast somebody out, that should tell you that they should have known and understood that there will be a vacancy for them to occupy.